everyone, it's Zzoffer and I'm back with another video. So today we are doing Into the Spider-Verse fan art. Ooh. And if you know me, you know that I'm always way late making fan art for new releases of stuff and stuff like that. But this time I'm only approximately 5 days late. So I just want you all to give me a round of applause for almost being on time with something. I know that I'm pathetic. We don't have to talk about it. Okay. So, I went to watch the new Into the Spider-Verse movie. I'm not like a big Spider-Man or superhero fan in general. I'm sorry, don't kill me, please. And I don't really care that much for Spider-Man, but I figured that I would go because this movie looked like really cool. It had a bunch of cool stylistic choices, the visuals looked really awesome, and the animation was kind of cool. And since I'm an animation student, I figured that I would go check it out. So in the small town that I live in, we have one cinema that doesn't always have movies running in English for some reason. But luckily, there is an animation school full of people who do not understand Danish. So we all got the cinema to get the movie in English and show it for us so that we could see it. So yeah, we basically went almost all of the school to watch Into the Spider-Verse. It was great. It was just a whole cinema room full of animation students. So that was awesome. So yes, we watched the movie. I loved it. It was amazing. This video is going to be spoiler free, by the way. I'm not gonna spoil anything if you haven't seen it yet, and if you haven't, you should definitely go watch it because it's great. I loved it. It's so funny, so nice, very relatable in some aspects. I mean, I don't know if I relate to the whole being a spider person, but you know, apart from that. Okay, let's talk about the drawing. So you've seen me trying to do this sketch here. As you saw in the beginning, I imported a thumbnail that I did in my sketchbook, and then I just drew on top of that. Then I made like a general sketch. I don't know. Oh, I thought I was redoing the sketch. Now I'm coloring it. Wow, amazing. Because I wanted to try a different technique this time. Because usually I do a couple sketch layers, and I do line art, and then I color, and then I do shading and lighting and stuff like that. But we've been working on this project that's totally unrelated to the story. I'm so bad at telling people things. We've been working on a project, and for that I had to do a character turnaround sheet for one of our characters, and they wanted it to be lineless. So I had to do this lineless character turnaround, and I never ever do anything lineless. But I did it, and it turned out really cool, and I really liked it, and I figured, why not try and do that for some of my own art, maybe? So that's what we're doing today. Oh, interesting. So we're doing spider people. It's my first time drawing spider people, and it's my first time really trying to do lineless stuff that's not for that project, or like for something that's my own thing and in my own style. So that's really exciting. So right here you might notice how I am coloring Spider-Man in purple. Purple. Hello, good day. And I'm doing this because I figured that Spider-Man would just look better in purple. No, jokes, ha ha ha. I'm doing this because I didn't want to go in with a bunch of black and not know what I was drawing where, because if you draw with a bunch of colors that kind of look the same, it's really hard to see if you covered everything that you needed to cover. So I generally like to go in with a different color from what the thing is actually going to be, and make sure that I have enough contrast so that I can see that I am coloring everything in all the way. Yes. Did that make any sense whatsoever? Probably not. I have explained this before, so if you really want to know what it's about, you can go watch some of my earlier videos. Yes, but short version, I color stuff in the wrong color and then I color it the right color later. Because I'm just like that. So what I'm drawing is Miles Morales, I guess he's the new Spider-Man. He's like the main Spider-Man in this movie, right? Excuse me if I don't know a lot about the Spider-Man lore. But I'm drawing him, and Gwen Stacy, who is Spider-Gwen, and they're high-fiving because I really liked actually that they didn't go for a romantic relationship between the two in the movie. So I wanted to draw fan art of them because they're my favorite spider people from this movie. And I didn't want to make it all romantic and gross, so I just went for like a friendship kind of thing. So they're high-fiving. And then I felt like I could draw like an epic high five and that would be super cool and stuff. Because in this movie they have so many super nice dynamic poses, and I really wanted to try and go for some nice floaty, dynamic, bendy poses. I don't know how well I achieved that. I think I did okay. I would have liked it to be more bendy and more dynamic probably, but oh, you know, next time. So I'm basically just going in and filling in everything and then putting stuff on layers underneath and filling those things in. And yeah, that probably doesn't make any sense, but I spent a super really long time just adding in all the freaking details. And this drawing took me probably around 5 hours to do, which is insane. I usually do not spend that much time on drawings ever. I guess it just took a long time because it's a new way of drawing, but that was intense. 5 hours, really? And I didn't feel like it was 5 hours. I just looked at the footage afterwards. I had 5 hours of recordings. Whew, that's a lot of recording. But I do really like this style, so I think I might try and draw more in this style. If you guys like it, please let me know. I will probably draw in it regardless of whether you like it or not. Another thing I really wanted to go for with this artwork was to color it differently from what I usually do, because I usually tend to wash out my colors a lot, and that just looks kind of odd. Like, it looks kind of pastel-y, but like it's not supposed to. I don't know. So I wanted to try and do more saturated colors and colors that made more sense, if that makes sense. I also wanted to make sure that the shading was bold, because sometimes I'm afraid to make bold shading and I end up just making shading that's not bold or clear enough. So I really tried to go for a stark difference between the color of the thing and the color of the shading of the thing. Another thing that's really fun to do is that if you have a lot of black things in an artwork, is try to give the black things different colors. As you can see, Gwen's black suit has a purple color, whereas Miles's suit has a more blue color, and his hoodie has a more earthy color, whereas his pants are also more purple. But all of these things are technically supposed to be black. So I just think that it's a lot of fun to try and suggest black using different colors, because you'll understand that it's supposed to be black if it's dark enough compared to the colors that are around it, even though it's an actual color. And that's fun to me. I also tried to limit the color palettes as much as possible. If you look at Gwen, she really only has the white, the blue, the pink, and the purple, and then a shading color for the pink and a shading color for the purple. But I'm kind of reusing the colors to make her more simple. And I tried to do the same for Miles, but Miles has a lot more stuff going on. But I am reusing that red color for everything that's red, so that it ties him together more. Whew. And now I'm doing the spider webs all over the spider suits, and those were really hard to do. I've been drawing a lot of spider webs in my sketchbook as well on spider suits, and it's actually super difficult. Also, if you look at this leg, that looks like poop, because it's really hard to make it look like the spider web pattern is going around something three-dimensional. So I did go in and fix that later. Also here I am fixing Gwen's leg because it looked like she just had a super long leg. And I've been aware of that the whole time, but I just thought that I want to get a nice silhouette, so maybe I can cheat it and make her leg longer, and then maybe it's gonna be okay. But the more that I looked at it, the worse it just looked to me, because she does not have that long of a leg. And it's still too long, but I think it's better now probably. One of the last things I did was to go in with a line everywhere that I felt like I needed to separate stuff or to add a bit of detail. I just went in and drew some small lines, And here's a background. I did not record myself drawing this background, which is super sad because I think it actually turned out pretty cool. I really tried to stylize it and to make some color choices that will make the characters stand out, and I think I succeeded pretty well with making this background. So I'm really sad I didn't record it. I never record making backgrounds because I'm never sure what I want, and then I just turn off the software so that I can focus on that without having to worry about the recording. But maybe I should just keep it going next time. And then here in the end, I am just making this kind of border around the characters to make them pop more and to give them kind of like a glitchy effect. So I am just duplicating the character layer and coloring it in pink and blue. And then I scooched the pink one a bit down to the side, and then I scooched the blue one a bit up and to the other side. And then that makes a super cool effect. But that's about it for this video. Here is the finished piece. I really love the way this turned out. I haven't been liking how my art has been turning out for a while, but this is like, oh, I think I really like this. So that's super nice. Let me know in the comments if you like it too, if you want me to do more artwork in this style maybe. Also, let me know if you saw Into the Spider-Verse or if you're going to see it and if you liked it. But that's about it for now, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later. Whew, it was really hard for me to speak like a normal human being today for some reason, so I hope that this voiceover doesn't sound too weird.